Welcome to Future Reborn, the place where your financial awakening begins. Before we dive in, let me hit you with a simple but brutal question. If your future were a product on a shelf, would you buy it? Most people wouldn't. And deep down, they know why. That's exactly why they never get rich. Every morning, millions of people wake up believing they're on the right track. They follow the script, clock in, pay the bills, chase the weekend, scroll social media, and hope that someday, somehow, wealth will find them. But here's the truth most never hear. The system isn't designed to make you rich. It's designed to keep you comfortable, distracted, and compliant. This is the beginning of a necessary reality check. Why you will not get rich. We all grew up hearing the same script. Go to school, get good grades, find a stable job, save money. But the world changed. The formula didn't. A job alone won't make you wealthy. Your salary is calculated to keep you productive enough to serve the system, not free enough to break out of it. You work harder, you earn slightly more, and suddenly your expenses rise to match your new income. That isn't wealth, that's a treadmill, and most people will die running on it. Real wealth isn't built by trading time for money. It's built by owning assets, owning time, owning decisions. But most people fall into the predictable trap of lifestyle inflation. You get a raise, you upgrade, a new phone, a nicer apartment, the car you deserve. Society whispers, treat yourself. Every upgrade tightens a new financial chain around your freedom. Your expenses rise, your pressure rises, your need to keep earning rises, and you begin chasing validation instead of progress. You're not building wealth, you're performing wealth. Performing wealth is one of the deadliest financial traps of this generation. People spend money they don't have to impress people who don't care and won't remember. But the real danger isn't overspending, it's debt. Debt is the silent killer of potential. Credit cards, financing plans, easy payments, all engineered to trap you. They let you taste a lifestyle you haven't earned yet, and then they own your future. Debt isn't just a bill. Debt is a cage. When you owe, you can't take risks. You can't invest. You can't walk away. Your decisions no longer belong to you. And the system loves that. A population drowning in debt is a population that will never stop working. Let's go deeper. The psychological warfare behind modern financial misery. Open your phone, and you're flooded with illusions. Cars, jets, luxury vacations, highlight reels. You compare without realizing, and comparison leads to emotional spending. If I had that, I'd be happy. If I wore that, I'd be respected. But happiness doesn't come from consuming. It comes from control. Control of money, emotions, time, identity. The cruel irony? Most people buy things to look rich, and those purchases guarantee they'll never be. Part of the problem is education, or the lack of it. We learned algebra, geography, poems, but not compound interest, not assets, not how the economy works, not how the wealthy play the game. Schools don't teach wealth building because obedient workers are more valuable than independent thinkers. So instead, the system teaches you to comply, follow instructions, avoid risk, wait your turn. But in capitalism, waiting is the fastest way to fall behind. Every day you don't invest, inflation eats your money and widens the gap. And now we get to the biggest reason people never get rich: fear. Fear of losing money, fear of failure, fear of looking stupid, fear of risk. This fear is planted early. Be careful. Save everything. Don't risk it. You might lose. You inherit your parents' fears and scarcity mindset, not because they were wrong, but because they were surviving. Survival and success are completely different games. Survivors protect what they have. Builders go after what they want. And here's the hard truth. You cannot build wealth with a survival mindset. People chase security, stable income, predictable routines, safe choices. But security without ownership is just a comfortable trap. If you never take risks, you never own assets. If you never own assets, you'll always depend on someone who does. That's the hierarchy of the modern world. Owners control assets, assets create cash flow controls people. Most people stay at the bottom, not by chance, but by comfort. Comfort is poison. Life today is built to keep you comfortable. Endless entertainment, dopamine, distractions, convenience everywhere. But comfort kills ambition. You can't grow while staying numb. You can't build wealth while avoiding discomfort. Every successful investor, entrepreneur, and self-made millionaire has one thing in common. They chose discomfort on purpose. They said no to things others said yes to. No to parties, no to impulse spending, no to validation games, no to unnecessary upgrades. Every no to distraction was a yes to freedom. But there's a villain worse than fear or comfort: ego. People want to look successful instead of becoming successful. They try to prove something to the world and to themselves. That's why they overspend. That's why they buy status symbols. That's why they fall into debt. They're building an identity on top of payments. But real wealth doesn't flex. Real wealth whispers. It's quiet, strategic, disciplined. Wealth isn't just numbers, it's identity. If you believe you're bad with money, your behavior will match it. If you think investing is too complicated, you'll avoid learning. If you believe wealth isn't for people like you, you'll sabotage your progress. You're not stuck because of money. You're stuck because of mindset. Your financial life changes the moment your identity changes. Even when people try to save or invest, their brain fights back. You deserve it. Buy it. You'll feel better. That's emotional conditioning. Marketing has linked spending with self-worth for decades. People buy status to fill the void where confidence should be. They buy distractions instead of assets. They upgrade lifestyle instead of upgrading skills. But importance built on consumption is fragile. It vanishes when the credit bill arrives. If you want real power, it comes from one thing: control. Control over your habits, control over your reactions, control over your decisions, control over your future. And if you're ready to take that control back, if you're ready to break the cycle, challenge the system, and rebuild your financial identity, then you're exactly where you need to be. This is Future Reborn, where your next chapter starts with awareness and grows with action. Before we go further, do one thing: like this video and hit subscribe. Not for the algorithm, but for your commitment to stop living on autopilot. Every story of transformation begins with a single decision. Let this be yours.